first topic we're going to talk about is the genre theory. Okay, so it is introduced. The genre theory was introduced by Daniel Chandler. Conventional definition of genre are based on the idea that they are shared, particularly convention of context, e.g. themes or settings. So, for example, you can easily pick out the genre of a film by the mise-en-scène, so by what background is, what the people are wearing, stuff like that. And then traditionally genres, particularly literary genres, tend to be regarded as a fixed form, but contemporary theory emphasizes that both of their forms and functions are dynamic. David Buckingham argues that genre is not simply given by the character, rather than it is a content process of negligence and change. Basically, it just points out. So, for example, genre and audience. It uses a genre and audience is quite actually a good point to talk about. It uses a gratification research that has identified many political pleasures of genre, including the following. So, for example, one pleasure may simply be the recognition of the feature of the particular genre because of our familiarity with it. So you recognise what is likely to be important and what is not. So diverse from our knowledge of the genre is necessary in order to follow the plot. Genres may offer various emotions, pleasures such as empathy and sadness, a feature which some theoretical seems sort of. Okay, so then so of course, acknowledging the special emotional response which is likely to do. Okay, so it's basically saying that genres, they use genres for the main theme of genre is to describe what kind of film we are using. For example, if it's a war genre, then it'll be more violence and sadness and death. If it's a comedy, then it'll be happiness. There'll be more light colours, and you do adding small bits from the mise-en-scène to the film to create the genre of the film that the director wants to put across, basically.
Repetition and differences. Steve Neal said genres are instances of repetition and differences, as well as differences is absolutely essential to the economy of genre. He says two things. He says that a film must confirm these conventions enough that is still quality and identified as a film of that genre. He also says that a film must subvert these conventions enough that it is still viewed as a unique film, not just a clone. Christian Metz said that genre is developed in 4 stages. Number 1, experimental, establishing conventions for future generations. Number 2, classical, text becomes seen as iconic and conventions as are set. 3, parody, mock clones and conventions of the genre. 4, deconstruction, picking key features of elements of more than one genre to form hybrid genres. He says that the reason why film is popular as an art is because it's an imperfect reflection of reality and a method to dive into the unconscious dream state.